Evening, everybody. Hope you're doing great. I want to focus this video on transitioning from one job to the next. Can't remember who asked me, but someone had asked me basically, Raul up in Canada, in Ontario, is with a job, wanted to know about, hey, what's the best way to be able to walk away with kind of keeping it intact. I definitely take the adage of always or never burn bridges. And this one, I definitely would use the word never. You want to make sure that you're in good relationships with people because you never know where you're going to run into them again. If you have a long career, then there's good odds you might run into them again. If you stay in the same industry for a number of years, there's good odds you'll run into them. So number one is what I like to give employers is a 2-week notice. So let's say, for example, I'm starting on April 1st. That means this upcoming Monday, I'm going to talk to who I need to face-to-face and let them know that I'm moving. I'll tell them basically the reason for my leave. It's typically going to be based on the opportunities. I'm not really going to focus in on income, although they could be paying me better income. And I don't want to have an opportunity to just complain about what was going on at the organization. I want to focus on the opportunities that they're going to present to me in the future. And then the other thing that I would then emphasize is after having that conversation with those individuals that you're making that transition is making sure that you keep in contact. You know, I would afterwards, probably within a few weeks after you leave, send them a thank you note, handwritten, for the opportunity to work at the organization, to be able to keep that relationship intact. If you're on LinkedIn, I would definitely make sure that you're connected with them, to be able to keep, again, that business network strong. And that way they know that you left on good terms and we're trying to throw dirt in their face. It's like it's almost like breaking up with a girl or a guy. There's no point in then saying, hey, here are the things that I didn't like about you. That's just rude and that's just tactless. So be a bigger person. And they might try to throw dirt in your face, and you just say, hey, this is not the right place for me. This is not the opportunities that I thought were afforded to me. This other organization is going to give that to me, and I want to give you 2 weeks. Now, some organizations, depending on the industry that you're in, might not want you to work there for 2 weeks, and they may just give you the extra 2 weeks pay and go on to the next one. But I would definitely use the Tarzan method in this one, where you don't want to jump to the next vine until the actual vine is in hand, right? So don't quit your job until you actually have an offer signed, you have a start date of the other organization, or else you don't want to be like a dog with its tail between its legs going back to the previous employer saying, oh, my bad, that organization didn't actually want to take me on board. So if you can leave on good terms, there's pretty good odds that they'll say, well, if there's any opportunity, if you ever decide to come back, door's always open. And that's a real professional right there. Sometimes though, just note that some managers, some leaders, they like it as an opportunity. Hey, you dumped me, so let me just tell you all the bad things that I didn't like about you. Just be the bigger person in that kind of conversation and say, well, I want to wish you all the best and we'll part ways. Hope that helps. Peace out.